Hi, Scanner Lab practice. It's about the previous video. We have a practice over here on the scanner. About the previous video, we're talking how to use a scanner and how to implement it in Java. Okay, we have over here an exercise. Exercise 1. Ask the user to input his/her first name. We have the word user and input. These two words mean scanner. And we have three values to get. You can get more than one value using the same scanner, no need to declare more than one scanner. So I have to declare a scanner over here to get from the user three string values because they are what? Names. So I have a string value. Then in this case, first of all, I have a scanner, I have three string values, I have to get it from the user, then I have to declare three variables to save the user's input. After that, I want to display these values simply using system.out.print. Now we are going to explain how to declare these three variables, how to watch the sequence, because over here I have first, middle, and last. So first refers to the first value, middle to the middle one, and the last one for the last name. Okay, disregarding the value over here because it's a variable and depends on the user input. So it differs between users. Now I'm going to an online compiler. I have this link, onlinegdb.com. You can see this link at the end of the first video when I was explaining the scanner. Okay, this online compiler, you can code Java and you can test it by run, or you can implement it in Eclipse if you have it. Okay, now I'm going to declare or to call the library import java.util.scanner, capital S scanner. Don't forget the semicolon. Okay, now I call the library. I'm going to declare a new object called scanner. Okay, scanner S or scan or whatever you want. Let's say scanner S equal new scanner system dot in. Okay, I have the scanner, it's working now. System dot out dot print ln. Enter your first name. This is what we call user instruction. It will print on the screen, enter your first name. This first name, it means the order of the variables. Now enter your first name. You have to receive this value. You have to receive this value in the first variable. So it's going to be string first, string, let's name it f name. Okay, because it's the first name, so it's s dot next line, capital L. Don't forget the empty parameters over here or empty parentheses. So now I got from the user the first name, I save it in that name. Now I will take the second value, which is the middle name. System.out.print ln, enter your middle name. Okay. Now if you can see over here, you have first name, middle name, and last name. So over here we have a first name, we have now the middle name, we have to get it, and then we still have the last name. So the same as the previous one, string m name, which stands for middle name, equal s dot next line. Next line is to read a string. Okay, now I have the last value, system.out.print ln. I'm using ln over here to make the instructions clear for the user. Enter your last name. Okay, string I'll name. You cannot put a space. I made a mistake here. I will correct it. If you put a space here, it's an error, okay? I'll name must be one word. String I'll name equal s dot next line. Okay, that's not true because next line it should be what? Capital N. Okay, empty parenthesis, and I'm done. I have the values, I got the user's values. Now I have to print it. Okay, how to control the sequence of values or variables? It's by printing it. When you are printing it, you can set the order you want. Print ln. Okay. He's asking me to write my full name as, okay, between parentheses, double quotation, my full name. Yes, it's my full name is, okay, and the plus. Okay. The sentence my full name is between double quotation, it means the compiler will print it as it is, not to get its value. But after concatenation over here, I put fname. Fname, it means not fname exactly, but it means the value of fname that I declared before. Then I have concatenation. Over here, I can write mname, but it's going to be stayed together as a single word with the first name, so I will add a space between them by double quotation and only space, then concatenation again. Now mname. Okay guys, keep in mind if you code a space without double quotation, it means nothing. You have to put it between double quotation to be effective. Okay, plus again, if I put 100 space over here, it's useless unless if I put it between double quotation. Okay, plus over here I have the L name, and that's it, I finished. Let's check the end of the code. Okay, these spaces are useless, we can delete it, and don't forget the semicolon. Now, the code is ready, I think, and we are going to test it. Okay, go for run. It's running. Okay, enter your first name, let's say Ahmad. Okay, he's asking me for middle name. Let's say KK. Okay, I put spaces at the beginning. It doesn't matter because it's a string value. Even I put letters or anything, it will take it as a string value. So I have here, enter your last name. I will write LL for example. Okay, now my full name is Ahmad KK1223, the same as I put it inside before. Okay, this is for the first exercise. Okay, I have now exercise 2. In exercise 2, I have the same thing to use a scanner, but I have grades. It means I'm dealing with numbers this time, and I have different kind of numbers. The first one, he's asking you, the user to enter two subject grades, value out of 20. One is integer and the other one is decimal. So they are not the same. The first one integer, the second one decimal. After that, he's asking me to write a formula to calculate the average of both grades, then printing the values in a certain format. At the beginning, in exercise 1, he's asking for user, then it means I have a scanner. I have first to declare a scanner, to set a user instruction, to take the values from the user. The first value is integer, the second value is decimal, and the last one is to display the values I have after calculating the average for sure. Okay, if I want to calculate an average, it means that I have a division. Division means decimal. So in the decimals, we have to declare the variable as a double value in addition to the decimal value or the double value in grade 2. So I'm going to the answer now. Is the second exercise, it's over here. Okay, Let's check what we have over here. First of all, as we said, we have import java.util.scanner. Okay, scanner is capital letter for sure. Import. This is the first code to import the library. After that, I'm going to declare the object. The object scanner that I'm going to declare it is kind of setup, you can say, for the scanner. Scanner as equal new scanner system.in. Okay, as is ready for use. System.out.print. Enter the first grade. Guys, the first grade is an integer value, not a double value, where the second grade is double. Enter grade 1 s.nextInt. Okay, now I'm reading an integer value and I is capital in int. Where in the second value over here, I'm asking the user again, which is a user instruction, enter the second grade, which is a double value. Okay, I declare it as a double value, double grade 2 equal s.next double with empty parameters. Okay, over here, I have the D in double capital because it's next double. But when I'm declaring a variable double, I have to write it small. So they are not the same. They are totally different functions. This is to declare a double value. This is to read from a scanner a double value. Okay, maybe it looks the same, but it's not the same. Now I'm declaring the last value to calculate the average between grade 1 and grade 2. So I have double average because I have division. I have grade 1 plus grade 2 divided by 2. I put grade 1 plus grade 2 between parentheses. And this is the correct syntax because without the double parentheses, the parentheses over here, the function is going to divide grade 2 by 2, then adding it to grade 1, which leads to wrong output, which is, we call it runtime error, that you cannot find it out. It's working, the software is working with the different output or wrong output or not the one we want. So I have to put the grade 1 plus grade 2 divided by 2. And now I'm going to print the values. Printing the values over here, it's the easiest part. It's the easiest part. Your first grade is plus grade 1. Don't forget the concatenation. Don't forget the double quotation to separate them. Okay? Now I have the sequence. I have to watch it. First grade, it means grade 1. You have to put it. If you put a grade 2, it means you have the wrong output. Now it's correct. And the second grade, it's for grade 2. I print the grades. Now I want to print the average. The average is plus average. The average is already calculated. It means that I'm going to print the previous value that I calculated over here. Now I'm going to check it. Okay. Okay, I have a compiler over here. Or debug, let's stop it. Okay, I will take this file to another file called something went wrong. I will go here. Okay, now I will check the values. Okay. Okay, I will leave this file because I copy it. Okay, and I'm going to work on the first one. Okay, so over here we have the first grade is 16, the second grade is 15.5, the average is 15.75. So I have to write the same values over here. I will put 15.5 for the integer value. It makes error. Why? Because the first grade is an integer. Over here I put s.next int. If I'm going to give it a double value, it makes error. I have to enter an integer value. Let's check. Okay, yes, I have an error over here. Something went wrong in Java 9. So Java 9, it means this line. I have an integer variable and it's taking a double. It doesn't work. But if you have a double value, it accepts integer values because integer are smaller than double. So it can contain the integer value. Okay, the first grade is an integer, so I will put it, for example, 14. The second one is a double. If I put it also an integer, it's going to take it because the double accepts integer. And I will check by clicking enter. I will check the average. And I have the first grade is 14. The second grade is 15.0. It means that it's a double value, but I give it as an integer. Okay, so the average is 14.5. So I have the same output as the files over here. Thank you.